Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks. I'm Lee Houston from Wrestling Tracks. Normally, I'm on our Wrestling Tracks page, but I decided tonight to come over here, my personal page, upload it later everywhere. If you have internet connection, you have Wrestling Tracks. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, everywhere. Type in Wrestling Tracks, you're good to go. So, if I stumble here and there, keep going, it's all good. If you missed Starrcade, I did too. It was horrible. I looked on Wikipedia, 2 matches on the card. Who does a whole pay-per-view for 2 hours? 2 hours. And you got 2 matches. So this is what you missed. I missed it. Everybody missed. Seth Rollins defeated Eric Rowan. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Sami Zayn and The Miz. He's still the Intercontinental Champion. The Street Profits defeated the OC, the only club that matters, to be honest with you. Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, the Kabuki Warriors. By the way, the Kabuki Warriors named after a Japanese legend, the Great Kabuki. They defeated Becky Lynch and Charlotte, Bayley and Sasha Banks, and Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. How you doing, Alexa? Welcome back, girl. By submission, Bobby Lashley defeated Rusev by forfeit. Obviously, Lana everywhere she go, everywhere Lana go, every doggone place she go, has to fill out a restraining order against Rusev. This thing's getting ridiculous. Get a divorce, real life, storyline, I don't care. Get a divorce, call it quits, let's move on. But no, you got to drag this thing out and be ridiculous with your stupid self. So Lana got a restraining order against Rusev. Therefore, legally, and by the way, this is a legit restraining order. I thought it was storyline. No. This is a legit restraining order by the court of law. Every place she go, every court that Raw is in, every state Raw is in, or wherever Raw at, Raw, SmackDown, whatever. I think it's Raw. Every place they go, a legal court of law. This is legit. They filed a restraining order. That's stupid. Mark Tezell, how you doing, sir? They filed a restraining order, which prevents Rusev from legitly showing up. Therefore, Rusev had to forfeit because he can't be there, and that's stupid. But Bobby Lashley did have a match with Kevin Owens by disqualification. He won that one. Aleister Black with Andrade, very interesting, defeated Aleister Black defeated Andrade in his corner, his real-life wife, Selena Vega. I'm looking forward to that match, man. And maybe one day we can get a storyline going where they kind of acknowledge, but don't say nothing, but acknowledge Selena Vega and Aleister Black as husband and wife in real life. They're married. That'd be interesting. I like to see that storyline work out somehow. Excuse me one second. I got drinks so I can think, man. You gotta have a drink so you can think. Anyway, I would like to see Aleister Black, Andrade one more time. This time, let's acknowledge that Aleister Black and Selena Vega are married. Just to shake things up a little bit. Now, those of you thinking Aleister Black and Selena Vega and Andrade got something going on the side, no, it's all business. Ain't no, when they get the hotel room, they get separate rooms. It's all business, legitly all business. Ain't that going on? Ain't no dipping the pen in the company ink. None of that. No business and pleasure. All business. Selena Vega and Andrade. So I want to point that out. Ricochet defeated Andrade with Selena Vega. This don't make no sense. AJ Styles. See, Randy Orton defeated AJ Styles. Roman Reigns defeated Baron Corbin in an old school steel cage match. No, get no more old school than that. An old school steel cage match. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, defeated Braun Strowman by escaping the cage for the Universal Championship. I missed all of that. I saw 2 matches on there, Rusev and Lana. That was it. I wasted my time. Let me straight, I love the WWE Network. Love it. I've had the thing since 2014. $10.81. I can live for that. You can, bruh, $10. You can lose. You probably can lose $10. You live with that. Yeah, I'm stubborn. It's all good. So, $10.81. You good with that, right? So, I had 2014. It's 2019 now. I like it, but this one pay-per-view kind of pissed me off. It wasn't. Y'all didn't promote any of that. Y'all didn't promote it at all. Y'all just really didn't do nothing. You coming off Survivor Series, it was okay. NXT Takeover, which was lit. NXT War Games, that was lit. And SmackDown, Raw was lit. SmackDown was lit. NXT was awesome. Survivor Series was okay. Skip a couple of days. Starrcade, which was stupid. And here we are. Get ready for SmackDown. I hope you don't suck. Ever since WrestleMania 35, afterwards, the WWE Network started to suck. I watching the NWO, the collections they have. I'm watching it. I step out for 1 second, came back, it's gone. Can't find none of my collections at all. What in the hell is going on here? I can't find none of it. So my problem is, I keep saying so for some reason. My problem is, you should let the network alone. It was all right. It was cool. Leave it alone. Why do if something broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, I messed up right there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Y'all screwed everything up. Everything. We're gonna go forward here. TLC, I don't have the card for that. It's gonna be in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the hometown, by the way, of one Brock Lesnar. I'm not saying he will be there. I'm not saying he won't be there. I'm just saying the hometown of Brock Lesnar, Minneapolis, Minnesota. We'll see what's happening there. The championship won't be defended till, let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. It's going to be a long time we see Brock Lesnar on TV. A very long time. I say I put a day on it. SummerSlam next year. So what's the point of Brock Lesnar being champion? What's the point? I love Paul Heyman, the greatest manager of all time, who is the mouthpiece of the beast. By the way, is your reigning, defending, undisputed WWE heavyweight champion of the world. I get that. What's the point in having that if he don't do actually the defending part? Brock Lesnar is a beast. I don't need to go down the accomplishments of Brock Lesnar. I really don't. I don't need to go down the accolades of Brock Lesnar. But just for fun, humor me for a little bit, will you? A former, I want to get my record straight, a former Universal Champion, WWE Champion, multi-times. Take a break. UFC Champion. Way back when he first got started, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Come back to UFC. Come back to WWE. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. A NCAA champion, UFC champion, New Japan Pro Wrestling champion, world champion. That's in the WWE championship. Universal champion. He's defeated The Undertaker at his own game. 21-1, broke the streak. What else? But 6 times now, your WWE champion, all the way back from 2002 to right now. 2002, 2014. Yeah. 2002, 2014, 2019, 2018, stuff like that. Brock Lesnar, Hall of Famer for sure. The problem is he's great for ratings, a horrible, horrible champion. I said it. Brock Lesnar is a great champion for ratings. Horrible corporate champion. A champion supposed to go out there, go to the kids out there for Make-A-Wish, go to the hospitals here and there, do corporate functions. That's what a champion's supposed to do. You represent the face of the doggone company. You are the WWE heavyweight champion of the world. And for some doggone reason, you feel like you ain't got to be on TV every week. I get that. But don't get mad when your contract come up. Everybody, we got interrupted here with our technical problems. It's all good, man. That's what I love about wrestling tracks. I love our wrestling tracks that anybody can be here. Anybody can show up. Anything can happen. I can do like I just did, and it be tripping. But that's what I was saying. I got what I was saying, though. Oh, yeah, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, if you want to, just chime in anytime you want. Brock Lesnar, my friends, he's a great champion. A great champion, a horrible for ratings. A great champion for ratings, horrible champion. I mean, very horrible champion for corporate. How are you the WWE World Champion? You are the man, okay? The HN, I ain't gonna go there. You are the head guy in charge. HGIC. Yeah, HGIC. You're the head guy in charge. You are the WWE heavyweight champion of the world, and you don't show up when you're called. Brock Lesnar himself, through Paul Heyman, he don't even watch the damn show. Brock Lesnar, when he was Universal Champion, doesn't even watch the product that you are the champion of. So let me get this straight. You are the top dog in WWE. Currently, the head champion in charge, if you will. And you don't watch your product. Is it just me or that's stupid? How are you the champion and you don't watch your product? How? Which way it? How in the world is this possible, my friends? But I do want to tell you this. Brock Lesnar has the ratings. Hell yeah. That dude, I would call Brock Lesnar first. If I had Brock Lesnar on speed dial, I'm my own company. I need ratings to go off the roof. I call Brock Lesnar. Call Paul Heyman. He gets Brock Lesnar, and ratings going to be spiked through the roof. Corporately, no. I'm not wasting my time with Brock Lesnar as corporate. Ratings, absolutely. No doubt about it. Brock Lesnar, you just saw my dog, by the way. That don't make sense. So I want to say this, Brock Lesnar, all due respect to the man, the greatest athlete I've ever seen. I've been watching wrestling a long time. I just turned 27. Since I watched wrestling since 1995. It's 2019. A very long time. See a whole lot of stuff go down. The good, the bad, the ugly, the awkward, the strange, you name it. I've seen it. I've done it. I've seen Hulk Hogan and The Rock. I've seen Bret Hart, Vince McMahon. I've seen Bret Hart get screwed by Vince McMahon at WrestleMania Survivor Series 97. I've seen Eddie Guerrero fall from a 20 feet splat to a fall splash from a 20 freaking high steel cage. I've seen it all. The worst thing I ever seen in this professional wrestling sport is Brock Lesnar. I respect Brock Lesnar as champion for ratings. Corporately, he's a waste of space. And when you have a waste of space in the company, you know what to do. You have a job. You're not really good at your job. You know what's coming. It's 3 words, 2 words, 5 letters. You're fired, right? But nobody got the balls to fire Brock Lesnar. I don't think he does. Will Vince McMahon really fire Brock Lesnar? So it's not suspend, not take a week, not take a month off, a couple of months off, go on vacation to Canada with the lovely Sable, his wife, who is, by the way, the finest person I've ever seen in my life. Sable is still looking good all these years. How you doing, Sable? Her real name is Rena. How you doing, Sable? But if it's not working out, you know what to do, right? You're fired. Who got the balls to fire? Dana White not gonna fire Brock Lesnar over in UFC. Dana White ain't got the balls to fire. Nobody got the balls to fire Brock Lesnar. Hey, Mark, how you doing? So the next time we see Brock Lesnar on television is going to be a very long time. But until then, we're going to keep rocking. See, WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, is going to keep rolling with or without you. We're going to keep this thing rolling. Get in where you fit in. Get out. We can cut you in or cut you out. We can just cut you. What's the point of having a champion that's horrible? I just want to know. So we're going to keep it moving here. I'm going to give you the rest of the track side in just a second. There's two things bugging me right here from Sunday. You didn't promote your pay-per-view enough at all. You didn't promote it. Starcade wants to be this big old thing on the network. It's cool. And you dropped the ball there, man. You really did. No promoting it. You don't have stories or storylines ain't leading up to that. It's horrible. Number two, you brought in Ric Flair, who's the greatest of all time, the two-time Hall of Famer, by the way. But that was then. This is now, as I said in our previous video that went through, in professional wrestling, it's all about what you've done for me lately. How you doing, Janet Jackson? It's all about what have you done for me lately. So, Ric Flair, all due respect, sir, the greatest professional wrestler, the greatest athlete back then in his time to lace a pair of boots. Only 2 men on planet Earth can say they've won the championship 16 times. One of them is John Cena, a guy I've grown to like. I couldn't stand John Cena as a competitor. As a person, he's all right. As a person, John Cena is a cool dude. As an athlete, I can't stand the guy. But I respect John Cena. And the other guy, I don't need to go into the credentials. You already know what it is. A 16 times the heavyweight champion of the world. Count them, done them, been there. Kissed the girls, made them cry. Ask your grandma who Ric Flair is. Put it like that. Go ask your grandmother who Ric Flair is. Ask your great-grandmother, she's around, who Ric Flair is. They'll tell you some stories, I'm pretty sure. We can't go into that right now. Ric Flair is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. But like I just said, in professional wrestling, what have you done for me lately? And lately, all due respect, Ric Flair is putting up, taking up space. You're a Hall of Famer 2 times. You did everything there is to do with professional wrestling. Intercontinental champion, a United States champion back in WCW, tag team champion, world champion, 2-time WWE champion. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. It's time to move on, sir. By the way, y'all ignore these tape on there. I got tape on here. Y'all ignore that. But anyway, this professional wrestling is about the future. I honestly respect the past. Respect the past to get to the future. I get that. To go to the future, I respect the past. I get that. But nowadays, we're going towards more athletics, going towards more people who can do stuff in the ring and not take up space. Like Ric Flair, like John Cena. John Cena wrestled in the ring in a minute. His last match was a full match, by the way. It was WrestleMania 34. He's the Undertaker. He got his ass whooped. Just saying. Oh, I'm going to address something in just a second. So John Cena is kind of the rusty. These other guys put in the work day in, day out, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. These other guys are putting in the work, and they can tell. John Cena making movies like a certain individual he used to get on, he used to drive about. What's his name? Oh, yeah, The Rock. You used to know it's The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. John Cena used to say the same thing about Dwayne Johnson. He started doing that. He gets it now. You can't do both. So, in the world of professional wrestling, it's all about what have you done for me lately. Now, the wrestling track side. Here at Wrestling Tracks, we're getting to a new era. We are getting into a new dimension, if you will. First of all, we love all of our fans, we really do. But as of this moment, as of right now, we are no longer PG. Whatever we say on this show was what's said. We cuss on the show, we just cuss, like I just did a while ago. If we share something on our post and got a woman ain't really got the clothes on, is what it is. Wrestling Track is, as of this moment, no longer PG. So like the good old saying says, like Jonathan used to say, you got a problem with it, you know what to do. Come get some. Otherwise, you ain't going to do nothing but stay behind your computer and complain. So if you're not getting this, you don't have active, effective input, keep your mouth shut and enjoy. Secondly, we appreciate the hour shows we put on last month. We're doing shows an hour, 2 hours. As of until next month, we're going back to 30-minute shows. Can't afford to do all that. 30-minute shows. It's going to be still the cool, same stuff you like. Same wrestling input, just shorter. So we're going to have the same great shows about professional wrestling. All your inputs, all your opinions, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything you love about professional wrestling, talking about it, it's all good. We're just going to bring it down shorter. Number 3, we accept any guest who want to be on the show. You want to be on the show? Excuse me about that. You want to be on the show? I don't care if you're straight. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're a man. I don't care if you're a woman. Whatever you are, we turn nobody away. Everybody's welcome to Wrestling Tracks. Everybody, anybody, doesn't matter. If you want to be on the show, it's real simple. WrestlingTracks@gmail.com. WrestlingTracks@gmail.com. Email us. You can all we need is your name, number, how we get in touch with you. The day, time's good for you. Boom. Outside the United States, we're working on that. WrestlingTracksInternational@gmail.com. That's where our Canadian, our African, our Australia, everybody outside the United States, internationally, will hit you up there. We're working on how to get you guys on the show if you're outside the country. I got somebody from Japan want to be on the show real bad. We've been talking a lot. The problem with that is I don't know how to do that here. He lives in Japan, so that's a problem. So we're working on that, and if anybody want to be on the show, you can. Real simple. blogtalkradio.com/Wrestling Tracks. blogtalkradio.com/Wrestling Tracks. 347-850-1368. We don't turn nobody away. I had a lady asking me, well, why don't I have any female on the show? Well, in my humble opinion, females are into wrestling like we men are. There are female wrestlers, but not a lot of female fans in this sport. So if you are a female who loves professional wrestling, hit us up. WrestlingTracks@gmail.com. You must be 18 years or older, because we don't do none of that. I just say we're not PG anymore. We were cool. So you must be 18 years or older. If you're a female wrestling fan, female wrestler, female manager, whatever you are in the business, you're a female, you want in on this, hit us up. WrestlingTracks@gmail.com. WrestlingTracks@gmail.com. We're glad to hear from you. Get a date that's good for you, and work this thing out. We got a huge. I haven't talked to Martez Al about this. I'm excited. Y'all forgive me. I haven't talked to Martez Al about this. I wanted to. I didn't get a chance to because holiday and stuff. We're looking for you never know. Wrestling Tracks, anything can happen here, right? So what if we had a partnership? What if every once in a while he'll come on our show, we'll be on his show? I'll mention that behind the scenes, but since I'm here, might as well. So Martez, if you're listening, hit me up on the messenger. What if we can, I don't know, like, you could call it an innovation. You could call it a crossover. One thing I guarantee you, wrestling tracks is going to cross every border we can. When I say crossing the border, I mean we can go pushing the envelope till we fall the dog on the table. We pushing the envelope here, wrestling tracks. Martez Al and wrestling tracks combined. Oh my goodness, the controversy, man. Can you imagine that? I love pushing the doggone envelope. I love it. I piss people off on a daily basis. Let's be real. I piss people off every single doggone day, online, in reality, on the internet, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. What if I can do for a living? Would it be nice to piss people off for a living? Get paid for pissing people off? That'd be cool. That's different thought. But if you hear some wrestling tracks, you hear something that kind of goes too far. All right, Martez, hit me up. We'll work out the details on Messenger. You hear something go too far. We said what we said. Now, unlike most people, I'm not mentioning names. I'm not going to mention names. Some marks, if you will. Marks are people who think they know about the wrestling business. They don't know squat. You don't know a doggone thing about the wrestling business, and you think you do. I happen to know it because I'm involved with wrestlers every single day. They let me into the secret sauce, if you will. Most people are marks. They hide behind their computer and they think they know, and they complain and they complain and they complain. Oh, he says he shouldn't have said that. You complain. But at the end of the day, what are you doing? You're just sitting there complaining like I ain't gonna say that, like a female. You're sitting there complaining. When you have the opportunity to do something about it, you have social media, make yourself known, do something about it. He said something online, call him out on it. But you can't because you're scared. Brock Lesnar came on television and said something way out of line, way out of pocket. How many of you guys are actually going to have the balls to call him out on that? None of you. You're going to sit there and complain, like, oh, he shouldn't have said that. That's wrong. Oh, that went too far. You know how many times we wrestling fans have begged WWE and the powers that be to go back to the attitude era when we push the envelope off the doggone table. We push the envelope way too far. Remember that? We can't do that now because we're PG. Wrestling was never designed to be PG in the first place. I said it. Wrestling was never designed for family. You want family, take your kids to the circus, go to the zoo, the park. Professional wrestling was never designed to be family friendly. Because we're PG now, we can't have what we used to have. We was a hot mess, man. How we got away with that stuff? How we got away with that stuff? Go back in the 90s. I want to say the 90s until 2000, almost 2011. We were not PG at all. Didn't give a crap if we were PG. Whatever we said it. Whatever we did it. You got a problem with it, kiss the backside. That I miss that WWE. That WWE was amazing. We kicked balls. We took Ted Turner. You took Ted Turner's ratings. We shined up real nice. Turned that sun crap sideways and shoved where the sun don't shine. We took the federal government. I say we, Mr. McMahon, took the federal government and told them where to go and how far to go. You know what I'm saying? Mr. McMahon took on the federal government. Ted Turner, Time Warner, whatever it is. So what happened to that WWE? That WWE had balls. Nowadays, we gotta be PG. We gotta cater to the fans. Kids are watching. I love the kids. I really do. But there's a time for that, and Monday nights, Friday nights ain't the time. You want PG, go watch Barney and them. You want PG, go to the circus. You want PG, go to the movies. Whatever. Professional wrestling is not the time for PG. So we will never, as of this moment right now, we're not going back to PG. We're not catering to the kids. God bless the kids. We thank you for your support. But as of right now, we're no longer PG. Whatever someone said that went too far, oh well. If somebody, one of my guys here, we have amazing team wrestling tracks. If somebody posts something that was a little bit inappropriate, we don't care. We're doing it what it is. But what other than report it, what are you going to do about it? What are you in reality going to do about it? You can complain about it. You can post like, oh, that's too much. You shouldn't do that. What you going to do about it? For real. What are you actually going to do about it? The answer is nothing. You can either two things. Like it, or click that button that says block, and you want to hear us from ever again. If you do, thank God, peace to you. Get rid of this bad rubbish. Whatever it is, that's what's going on our wrestling tracks. We're no longer PG. We are going to shorten our broadcast 30 minutes because I can't afford to go 2 hours anymore or an hour for right now. I want to say January. We're looking at January, upgrading our show back to an hour. January and November, we're going to have those 2 months. We're going to have an hour show. So January and November. Other than that, is what it is. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in, guys. I appreciate all of you guys at Wrestling Tracks. We're going to post this video on our Facebook page, Facebook.com/Wrestling Tracks, Twitter, Facebook, maybe Instagram. We're beyond our time right here. We got 20 minutes left. We're beyond our time. Instagram is too short for that. So Facebook, Twitter, and you have our email list. We'll send it to you there. Our email club, real simple. WrestlingTracks@gmail.com. WrestlingTracks@gmail.com. All you got to do, your name, your email, we'll send you some every now and then. We're not going to spam you. We're not going to send you some junk mail. We're going to send you some good quality stuff. What's to come, what's going on with Wrestling Tracks, what's going on with everything. Now, when you do this, you'll get the info before we send it out on our social media. So I want to do a show. You'll get that first before anybody else will. If we tape it, you'll get the first copy. Then we'll post it online and everybody else will see. Our emails for exclusive people only. Yes, I kind of speak when I talk. It's all good. So if you get an email from us and it doesn't say Wrestling Tracks Club anywhere in the email, doesn't even say Wrestling Tracks, you have been spammed. Block that sucker. We will never ask you or beg you for money. We're not gonna do that. That's stupid. If you want to give us money, we'll take it. Cash App, PayPal, or what's that thing? Patreon, Wrestling Tracks. PayPal, Cash App, Patreon, Wrestling Tracks. Those three right there, the official ways you can do that. If you do send us money, we're going to use it to better the podcast. It was never going to be anything but that. If you get money, send us money, it's not somebody else, it's not Wrestling Tracks at all, you've been spammed, get your money back. I'm not going to spam you guys. So you get an email. It's going to say Wrestling Tracks email club in there, somewhere in the email. My name at the bottom. Always going to sign my name at the bottom. If you don't see it at the bottom, it's two things wrong. I'm either in a hurry, I don't have time to sign it, or somebody spamming you. If they spam you, block that sucker. Report they tell. I will never spam you guys. How you get in touch with us? Outside the United States, Canada, Australia, Mexico, New Zealand, the UK, Japan, everywhere. Wrestling Tracks International, gmail.com. I'm trying to work on getting our international guys on the show. At some point, we'll work on that. Until then, is what it is. If you have internet connection, you have Wrestling Tracks. We're in Australia. We're in Japan, New Zealand, UK, everywhere. Wrestling Tracks. One word, Wrestling Tracks. If you want fresh stuff, blogtalkradio.com/Wrestling Tracks. blogtalkradio.com/Wrestling Tracks. If you want the old stuff, where our previous episode, it's all over the place. Spotify, iTunes, Instagram. Instagram's like we share Instagram posts up there. It's not PG at all, so you know right now. Facebook, everywhere. Our old audio, our old video, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. If you want our fresh stuff, blogtalkradio.com. I get out of here. We'll see you guys. It's Thursday. Tomorrow, immediately following SmackDown, we'll do a little something. Now, if you didn't get the Survivor Series, okay, check this out. Not Survivor Series. The next pay-per-view, okay? You could, I'm just saying, you could spend $60 on a televised pay-per-view you're going to watch one time. Televised pay-per-view, like AEW and them, come on traditional pay-per-view, what, $60? That's kind of steep. Or $10 a month. Anytime I watched the network this morning, fell asleep on it this morning. I'll put it on like 7 o'clock. I woke up 2 o'clock in the morning, it's still going. The WWE Network, $9.99, the best $10 you will ever spend. Ever. I mean, ever. So check it out. I had it since 2014, 2019. I like it. I wish they wouldn't have kind of messed it up though. I can't find my collections nowhere. If you find your collection, let me know. I can't find it nowhere. I had NWO collections on there. I had Eddie Guerrero stuff. I had I searched Chris Benoit. I ain't got none of his stuff. I looked for Shane McMahon's collections. I can't find none of that. They messed up the network, so check it out. I like it. Now, wrestling is everything, everybody. It's not just WWE. There's other people out there. There's AEW. There's New Japan. There's the Lucha guys, Lucha Libre guys. There's the Impact Wrestling still hanging on by a thread. I said by a thread. I said it. But wrestling is a beautiful thing about wrestling. It's more to go around for everybody. But if you want to be real about it, the mainstay, if you will, the ones that have been around for so long, there's two guys been around for decades. WWE and New Japan. These guys been doing it since day one. I don't see AEW trying to put somebody out of business. I'm just saying. And if you want a repeat of the Alliance era, we could do that. Cody Rhodes, Brandy, the guys that run it, the guys that run AEW. If you want to do that, if you want to take us old school, where one of us goes out of business, if you really want to pursue that, if you really want to invade WWE and take it to the old school, it's only one guy left standing, it's only one room for one company, please don't play with us. Come on. Be real. Be serious. You can't last a second if we took it old school, one company left standing. Y'all been running 10 weeks solid, neck and neck with NXT. I love that. If you want to play competition, you want to play for real, come on over. Now it's not an official invitation. I'm just saying, putting my 2 cents in there. Excuse me, my 50 cents in there. If you really want to play for stakes, for keeps, if you really want to play old school, was one guy left standing, all you got to do, go to Walmart, buy a set of nuts, come on over here to where the real boys play, if you will, where we've been doing this since day one. Y'all been doing this what? We've been doing this since day one. 4 generations of McMahons have been running professional wrestling. You really think you got something going on? If you're that bad with it, come do something about it. I quote the great John Cena: "If you want some, all you got to do is come get some." See you guys tomorrow night, immediately following SmackDown. blogtalkradio.com/WrestlingTracks. Thank you for putting up with my ramblings, my nonsense. See you guys tomorrow night, 347-850-1368. See you guys later.